Fuck it. Here you go.
Hey, Wack, let me ask you something, if you don't mind.
Yep.
What was that about between him and Game a long time ago?
Game. Lil Durk was on Tiger ass. Was it? He was on Tiger's
It was,
ass.
yeah, he was on Tiger
He was
Helmet.
on Tiger's ass. I remember Tiger come to the studio. Game even know Lil Durk was at the time. He like, man, this nigga, big homie. He this. I need you to get on the song or do something. Game was fucking with Tiger at the time. He like, fuck it, come on. He didn't even know what nigga was. Game did whatever he did, and whatever it came out. So the good part about it, Lil Durk was fucking with the homies. He was fucking with all power rules. So I believe we ran into him in downtown at the Belasco, whatever the fuck that is. Like at the Belasco. So Lil Durk had a bunch of homies with him, had all power rules with him and shit. So they had a comment. I mean, Lil Durk, game 6'5", you know. But Lil Durk had a conversation with him like a man and kind of let him know, like, I wouldn't expect that from you because it had nothing to do with you. Game told the nigga, man, I don't know who the fuck you is, didn't know who you was, still ain't tripping. Shit, I looked out for the little homie, but we all right, and they let it go. Cause it really wasn't nothing behind it. It was really Game Tiger coming over there crying, shook up about something. Game might have got on the song or maybe put out a post. Whatever it was, Tiger came over there begging him for help.
Not
And
advocating for no violence, but we already know how that shit would have went. Like you
yeah.
said, Game
Actually, you know what?
ain't no little
I
nigga.
remember that nigga Durk, I remember now. It was Chris Brown session. Tiger was in there. Lil Durk went in the booth. And I think Tiger was still with Black China, I think at the time, or whatever chick. And fucking Lil Durk went in the booth with Tiger right there in the studio and did a bar talking about fucking his bitch right in front of him.
That's
That's what
crazy.
happened. Lil Durk, that's what it was.
Like, I ain't gonna lie.
No, Lil Durk did that. He
That's
did that.
funny.
He did a bar. He did that. He did that. We wasn't nowhere around, and then Tiger ran to us. That's how that happened. He definitely went right in the booth, nigga, and while that nigga was right there, and did a bar, talked about fucking Tiger bitch right in front of him in the booth, right there.
Hey,
That's
Was you managing Game when that nigga went to the Rucker back in the day? I remember watching that shit.
mm-mm. No, I
That
didn't
shit
have
was.
it.
They
Yeah,
called
that's
that
what he
nigga.
did. That and he did the K Slay parties down there
They
in
called that nigga.
Eastville Projects.
What was that nigga name? They gave him a nickname. They gave that nigga. They
What
called
they
what's his
called him,
name? Too
Stretch.
Easy. Nah, they called his ass. It was something. That nigga was out there like he was hooping though. That shit was old as a bitch, but
No,
that
yeah,
nigga
he
was
played
skinny.
basketball. He loved basketball. He played basketball. Yeah, that's what that was. That
Oh, they called
Dirk.
that nigga Loose Cannon because he was out there wilding. They called that nigga Loose Cannon. Ask him when you talk to him like, yo, they call you Loose Cannon at the Rucker. That nigga was out there hooping though.
He loved Harlem. No, that nigga. You see what he named his first son?
His
Harlem.
daughter, and I thought his daughter name was Harlem.
Nah, his son name was Harlem.
Oh.
Yep. That nigga nuts. His first child's name was Harlem.
Yep, Harlem. Daughter
Uh,
named Callie.
well,
Oh yeah,
so
yeah, 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 yeah.
nah, he definitely marked Tiger out. Dirk did that. That's what that was. Yeah, but I mean, it's gonna everybody gonna talk and chatter. Me personally, I would just put up the dismissal, be done with it. Once he put it up, the blog's gonna grab it. It's gonna go everywhere. That's what it is. Be done with it. Fuck it.
There's another nigga who could just put some shit up and prove he not in a program, but we see he still ain't get it.
Nah, he not gonna do it. So is the other dude on the street, the third dude that was involved with the Dirk shit? Is he on the street?
He locked up.